All right, guys. I'm only, let's see, how many hours late? I don't even have my watch on. That's how crazy my day has been. Through almost 3 hours. I usually do a 10 a.m. live on Tuesdays, but it's New Year's Eve, you guys, and I finally finished my planner. Okay, so I told you I was going to tell you about this planner because I desperately needed a planner for myself because I was using 3 different books to do all my planning. Oh, and you guys got a kitty cat walking behind you. So what I wanted to show you is what I decided to do for myself this year. I am making it available to you guys for the amazing price of $1 as a digital download because I really built this for myself and so many of you asked if I would make it available to you. And the truth is that I just really needed a planner that worked for my life, and I thought it would be nice for you guys to have it if you guys wanted to build yourself a customizable planner, even for just a single quarter this year. So that's what I did, and it's available on my website for the amazing price of $1. Basically how long it took me to get it together for you guys and make it downloadable. Okay, so let's talk about customizing this if you guys are going to build something like this. You can see here I actually have 4 books because you could put it all together and make one great big book, but I wanted to set it up by quarter. So you can see I've got it set up by quarter here. This is first quarter. This one's second quarter. This one is third quarter and fourth quarter. And you can see that the line that I pulled from is Wiltshire Daisy, which is the fabric line I did for Riley Blake a few years back. So I like these because they're a lot more manageable. They are an 8.5 by 11, so it is a, the point is that it's a kind of a workhorse planner. If you just want a really pretty planner, this is not the planner for you. It has a cute cover, but if you just want a really pretty planner and you've got just like, you know, you just want to put in soccer and you just want to put in like the stuff that you've got going on, this is not the planner for you. This planner is set up so that you can customize it if you have work stuff, if you have a complicated kid athletic schedule. This is more the planner for you. So let me show you the sections of it in which, and I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on Instagram as well, but on Facebook, I just want to be able to put it up so that you can see what the sections are and how you can customize it. Okay, the first thing is there's actually 3 sets of covers. There are 2 sets that are done in the quarterlies, like the covers I just showed you. One set is this gray set, and then the second set is a blue set that's also done in Wiltshire Daisy. So if you'd rather have the blue set, you can print off the blue set that has quarterlies. The third set is covers that just say 2020. So these say quarterlies, but it just says 2020. And the reason is if you just want to put together one full planner for the year and you just want to use one cover, you have 4 choices for that. Okay, so that's the first thing. Covers are customizable. The other thing you can do is, I gave you 2 sets, but you can mix and match. They're all Wiltshire Daisy. They all go together. Okay, so then the first section I've got in here is really so much for me. Okay, so what I really bad wanted is I wanted to plan by month and by week. Okay, so most planners, what happens is you get like January, February, March, April, May. And what I wanted instead was I wanted to plan out my month for work, and I wanted to write down my goals for the month so that I could figure out what I wanted to do. So what I set up in the download for you, so if you want to get this, is I've got a 12-month calendar. So you can just print out a 12-month calendar if you want to put it in straight like that. Or you can do it my way, which is it's set up in a 36-page format. And so you can just 8 pages of it will go to quarter 1. The next 8 pages will go to quarter 2. The next 8 pages will go to quarter 3. So you get that. If you want to set it up this way, which is calendar note page. And so you can see on the back of the next note page is February. And I like this because it's going to allow me to, I've never done it like this before, so we'll see if I love it or hate it. And I'm curious if you guys are going to love or hate it. But one of the things I'm going to do is just test it, okay? Like, I mean, I'm all about the testing. In fact, I'm going to show you guys how I tested this whole planner in the month of December. Okay, so then I've got cardstock between each of the sections. You can do that, or you can do whatever you want. I just got some at Office Max, which is where I went to go print it. Okay, my next section is my goal section. I'm really into journaling right now, and I mean, when I say journaling, I mean not journaling about my life, journaling goals, journaling, you know, what I want for my life. I went to Rise Business Conference with Rachel Hollis in November with my husband. The two of us are really, for the last, I would say since last May, I've been really into trying to like figure out my 10-year goals and my yearly goals, my mid-year goals, and just trying to work on myself. And I'm not talking about just work stuff. I'm talking about like family stuff, personal stuff, exercise stuff. So anyway, so I've got this section of goals. You can keep it, you can get rid of it. That's why I like a digital download. You can do whatever you want. So I've got a section that's annual goals, quarterly goals, and monthly goals. Okay, so that's my second section in this book. Now the third section is why I really did this entire thing. You'll notice it starts on a Saturday. That seems a little bit weird, but it's because I wanted the very first day to have my week at a glance, which I showed you guys. I'm really obsessed with week at a glance. And then 1 page per day, which I am like really all about, the 1 page per day. And I want to show you guys, I've made some adjustments. So let me just show you guys, I have been testing, this is my test one in the month of December to see if I liked it. So this is a really typical day for me, okay? Let's see if I can show it to you guys. This is like 2 weeks ago, okay? So I like to do a gratitude practice, and so I try to write a few things that the previous day I was really grateful for, things that really lit up my heart, like things that like made me really happy about my day and made my life a little bit better, you know? And then things I maybe am looking forward to. And then I always write my why right here, which is like why I get up in the morning, what makes me work, what makes me tick, what makes me be with my family. That's just a personal thing for me. And then down here, I like to write like goals or projects, okay? And then I have up here an always to-do list, things that I do literally every day. I ship every day for Minnie Lou. I'm always, every day I check my email. Every day I check into Facebook and Instagram. Every day I try to exercise, you know, so whatever. And then on this side, this was like its own special notebook for me. So I have trouble staying on track during my day, especially my work day, or just making sure I'm on time for everything. And I hate those planners where like they've already set out for you like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and you have to like map it that way. They think they're helping you, but I hate it. And I'll tell you why, because like some projects for me take 2 hours. Some things take 30 minutes. Some take 15 minutes. So what I've done is I've left you a blank spot for the time you're starting and then the activity on the side. And I've just kept it open and completely blank. And that way you can write in when you're starting something. And so you can see I started at 6:45 that day and 8:15 was the shipping. And I probably actually got up at 5:45 or I got up at 6:15 that day because I leave myself 30 minutes in the morning to plan my whole day, to do my gratitude practice, and to write my my Start Today journal. So anyway, so I write out my day. This is my pre-plan, which I write out for the whole week, the things that I'm going to have done for that week, things that I need done. Okay. So the new version of that is not that much different, but for you, I left these blank so you could write your always. And here's the cool thing, you guys. This is why it's so great that it's a digital download. You can either handwrite or type into, I think handwrite's probably the best, what you actually want to do here. And then when you go to copy it, you don't have to write these in every single day. Like you could write shipping, whatever you do, email, journal that day, exercise that day. And those are already handwritten. And then when you go to print it and copy the whole thing off, it's already in there. Okay, so you're not writing it every single day. You are filling in your own date and time because these are just general pages. And then I left the gratitude practice because I really believe in order to feel a lot of joy in your life, like that's actually something everyone should be doing. It's totally changed my life. And then I left this open. You can see, this is where I usually put my why. I left it open for you guys. It's just like a little dash line. So whatever is the thing that you like to write in, maybe you are the most amazing cook in the world and you always have a very intense dinner schedule list or whatever, and you could put your grocery list there that for the day or whatever. So I've got 2 sections for that. And then at the bottom, I didn't have this in my original, but it says dinner plans. So I like to plan out my dinners by week, and I order everything online and have it ahead of time. But I added it to, you can see on the weekly practice, I added exercise and dinner to this whole thing because on Sundays I like to plan my whole week, and that just gave me a space for it. Okay, so that has every day. So you can see like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so you've got your whole week, and then it starts over again. So you should have on your very next page, it should be, trying to do this up and down is hard, the next week. Okay, that's really why I started this planner, because I was like, I need the space to do the things that are important to me. So that's a huge section of the book. Then the very last section, I just put another piece of cardstock in, and then I have notes. I have just note pages, because I'm always writing notes. I've just been working on Ultimate Project for January, and I've been working on 2020 Block of the Month, and those end up scribbled on those pages. So I've got mine set up quarterly. You could clearly set this up by year, especially because I've given you the cover for it. You could not put any of the calendar stuff in there. You could put tons and tons of notes in there. You could, whatever you want to do, however you want to set it up. And then I just had it spiral bound. I printed the whole thing at Office Max. You could go to any printer to get this printed, or I really like the idea of you just printing it off your printer at home. It is back and front, so you need something that does back and front, or you have to insert it yourself again and print it. It's pretty cheap to copy it. Spiral binding at Office Max was about $4, a little bit less. And color pages are about $1, and I did it on a heavier paper. Black and white back and forth, I can't remember how much it was. So, and then I just bought the cardstock from them. So this can get a little bit pricey if you don't do some of it at home, is the only thing I'm going to say about that. Or if you don't have, like, I have a business card that helps me get a little bit of a discount. But I created 4 of those. Okay, let's talk about actually going to get it printed, because I want you to have an easy experience doing it. Okay, so the files are set up in such a way that you're printing back and front. So for example, I've got 2 pages of notes. Okay, it's a PDF. You print both of those, and you just, if you walk into a print shop, you can be like, I need 6 of these back and front, and I need 4 sets of those. Right? Super easy. Okay, same deal here with your calendar. There's a setup if you want the full calendar. You're just going to print 1 whole set. Maybe you want 1 whole set in every single one of your quarterlies. I don't know. However you want to do it is great. So it's just, you just print all 12 and take it in, or you can even take it on a power drive and just have them print it there, okay? There's also the setup I told you guys for the quarterlies that I've got set up here, which is, it looks a little weird because you have a blank page, and then you have a calendar, and then you have a note page, right? So you've got, then once again, a calendar. So these are set up in 8 pages because you're going to print it back and front, and that's why we start with a plain page. Because when it ends up in the book, let's see if I can show you directly in the book. When you start it up in the book, you can print whatever you want on this first page, but it's actually a blank page because what you want is to open up and have a note page with a calendar on the other side. Make sense? So there's a calendar setup PDF for you to do it that way. And then this, it starts with a Saturday, and this is 8 pages that you can print out and then take it in, and they'll copy it back and front for you. And what I did was I had 15 sets of these printed into 1 quarter. I think really you need somewhere between 12 and 15, and if you wanted to count them out and have them exact, you could do that. I was too lazy for that. I just printed 15. And if you're doing a whole year, then you can do 52 weeks. So you'd need 52 sets of these. So clearly I'm going to have extra, but I'm not ready to change from the quarterly to the next one yet, I kind of like to be able to pre-plan in advance, okay? And then finally, your annual goals is also set up. And you can see, like, I've got like a little thing that says print 4 because I just printed one of these and then it went to all 4, okay? So that is this year's planner. You guys, I'm like so excited to use these because I've been using mine now for 3 weeks, I guess, is what I've been doing. So I've been using mine for 3 weeks now, and it has been awesome. Like, I just feel super organized as I start my day. I'm able to time myself out for like how long projects are going to take, or how I'm going to do them. I just have room to write all my stuff, to get organized with my goals. And I'm like a big goal writer, if you haven't figured that out yet about me. And it just really, really helps like get everything kind of settled and figured out. Anyway, if you want to, test this out with me, because the truth is I'm going to be writing notes to fix it for 2021. If you would like to be part of the test group and want to come download it for exactly $1 off my website, I would love for you to come download it, and I would love for you to give us feedback. Give me feedback, because what I'm going to do is I'm sure I'll post about it throughout the year, and I'm sure that I will actually probably also send some emails out to my VIP group saying, hey, did you purchase the planner? If you did, will you shoot me an email back and tell me what you like about it, what you wish it had, what else you wish was customizable in it. Because I'm trying to create something that's like really customizable to every person, like that you could take it and really change it and figure out a way to use it. All right. I think that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And my website is www.karinagardner.com, and it's actually on the front page. So if you scroll down, you can click right on it and go to the page, and it'll tell you some of the stuff that is involved, like what's all included in it. It's all PDFs. And yeah, thanks you guys so much for watching.